All right, team, welcome back to another Tuesday team training. So as I told you, tonight's training is going to be on our workstation, the different tabs, and how each of those tabs can help you out in your business. So obviously your main screen, when you first log in, this is the main screen that you get. So this little part up here, that's something new that they're doing. They're now saying that you can add a Facebook Live video link to your party page, which is pretty cool. Idea of the day, and then breaking news, and all this kind of stuff on here just kind of shows you what's going on in Scentsy. Right now we have an incentive going on, so you have your incentive tracker, which kind of tells you where you're at on earning the incentive. Your goals and volumes, so your title that you're at right now, your rank that you're being paid at, your goal. Mine's different than those that are just starting out and are still within their first 70 days. Your home screen is going to look a little bit different because it's going to show your goals and things for your first 70 days. Your stats are going to show your new recruits, any new recruits you have for the month, how many is in your group and team, and then your lifetime PRV, which is how much you have sold since you joined as a Scentsy consultant, and then your total number of active frontline if you have anybody on your team, and then just a little bit of information about your sponsor, which is who you signed under, your director, which is going to be Edie because she's my director, she's who I signed under, and then your website and your VIP. So if you have someone that wants to join your VIP, that's where you'd go. And then next on the tabs is your news tab. Your news tab is going to be your best friend, honest to goodness. If something is out of stock or you have an order that was partially shipped, you're going to want to look for that over here. It's going to tell you about different things that are sold out. So like some of our harvest collection for this year has already sold out. So this is where you find that information. All the things that's up to date, it actually has it broke down in different categories. So like products, something that I always like to keep an eye on, especially if I have customers ordering things around the holidays, is the back order and partial shipment. They update this quite frequently. Right now, we are quite lucky that nothing is on back order or partial shipment. When things are running out or running low, they will have a list here of what is running out or what they're out of, sold out of, and a projected date of when it'll be in. So you kind of have an idea of how to keep your customers informed on where their stuff is, if it is on back order. So the news tab can be your very best friend. You can learn about different trainings, different things going on, new things for the fall, winter, so on and so forth. Another cool tab is your accounts tab. So if you ever need to change any of your information, you need to change your address, or say your spouse decides to do Scentsy with you like mine did, so I ended up adding his name as well as mine. That sort of stuff is under your accounts tab. You want to personalize your website, you'll do that from your accounts tab. So if you want to add a picture or talk about your story of why you joined Scentsy, you can also connect your social profiles. So like Pinterest or Facebook, if you have a business page, you can connect those, and then when people go to your website, they can also go to your other social media. As far as your monthly subscriptions, so if you do Scent of the Month or Scent and Warmer of the Month, this is where you're going to subscribe for that at. And if you decide you want to sell to other regions, then you can do so here. And then once tax time comes around for 2017, this is where you find your tax forms. So that is your accounts tab. Your contacts tab I'm not going to stay too much into just because it has my personal contacts in it. But just as it says, it's where all of your contacts are. So I go through this once a month towards the end of the month, and I make sure anybody that's given me their email address, I make sure they're signed up for the newsletter. I go through and do this merge duplicates. And what it does is if someone's ordered online and then they've ordered from you personally, and they have more than one account, I guess you'd call it, I merge those together so it makes my contacts area look a lot cleaner. And then, of course, your orders tab. Any of you that have placed an order so far know about this, and if you want to know more about the orders tab, you can find that in a previous training video. Team tab is great. If you have a team, it's going to keep you up to date on your top sales, your top earners. It's also going to keep you up to date on top sponsors, trends that you've had in previous years. And then also, this is where I find out my team's birthdays, team anniversaries. So, like their Scentsy, their account status, if they're going to be falling off soon, their subscription participation, which means their website. Do they have a website? Are they enrolled in Scent or Warmer of the Month? And then under Team Dashboard, that's what we were under on the first part. Events. Events is awesome. Scentsy events, I haven't been to Reunion yet, so I can't speak for that, but I'm so excited to go to Anaheim next year. But as you can see over here, I have been to Spring Sprint back in 2015, and it was amazing. I actually met Heidi and Orville Thompson, the CEO and president of Scentsy. I learned so much, and I got to see so much of the new products that were coming out for that spring back in 2015. And I got a lot of training and a lot of great ideas from other consultants that were training that day. It was so much fun. And I got to meet some of the consultants that were part of our team. I got to bring a team member with me. My husband came with me. It was a blast. So if there's ever a Scentsy event, please, please, please sign up for it. And this is where you do it, under your events tab. Performance. You ever want to know how you performed in 3 months ago, 3 years ago? Your performance tab is a great place to start. You can also look at your leadership reports. You can create and save your own. So any consultants that have, this is kind of like a leadership report on like team consultants that have reached sensational start and such like that. So that's a great place to see how your team's doing, see how you have grown personally. Challenges is, I believe, the Ascent Academy tab. Sorry, my computer's slowing down a bit because I'm clicking all over the place and it's probably wondering what the heck. So we will come back to that. Why are you being slow? Okay, we'll go back home and now we'll try Challenges tab. Gotta love technology sometimes. There may be a lot of people trying to play the Challenges tab. But Challenges tab, it just kind of like where the idea of the day comes from. It's going to show you like a full calendar. Here we go. It's going to show you a full calendar. And see, like I'm part of the core climb with the Scent Academy. So it's giving me different ideas to help me reach to promote to Star Consultant. If you are signed up for a Scent Academy, which I recommend it highly, then the Challenges tab will kind of give you a challenge each day. Business references. This is where you're going to go to find all sorts of stuff. If you want to find out frequently asked questions, you can find out business info, different charts and references, director resources. So if you're a director, that was where you'd go. Different information on events, fundraising, all of this, parties. If you want to find out about different types of parties, if you want to learn about different party games, product info, Scentsy Family Store, different questions answered about that, sponsoring and training. So this is kind of like your go-to to answer all your questions for those different things. The tab that I use a lot is the marketing tab. Now the marketing tab, you can sit there, and what I do is I will come over here and kind of sort through what I want to actually look for. So like if I want to look for the catalogs and brochures that are active right now, I can come here and it's going to show me all of them that are active right now. And I can download them. I can actually link them to one of my link things. So if I want to put it on Pinterest or if I want to put it on Facebook, I can do it that way. I can send it through email. So I really, really, really love the marketing tab. So party and host. It gives you like different photos for that. If you want to do product marketing, it breaks it down into your different categories. So body's pretty new. Say I want to look up some marketing on that. And it's going to give you different pictures that you can use. So why sit there and try to hunt it down when Scentsy takes the time to actually make it and put it in our workstation for us? Cool thing is though, if you have your Facebook, your business page linked to your workstation in that accounts tab that I showed you earlier, you can actually click on this little Facebook button and it's going to go ahead and upload that directly into your Facebook, and you can add a little bit of information that you want to add to it. See? And then you can include a little message, and it's going to go ahead and give them a direct link to buy it from your website. So you just add a cute little message and it does the rest. It's amazing. So yes, that is the marketing tab. Now the final tab is communications, and of course you can email a customer, but what I mainly use it for is the newsletter. Now anybody who has given you an email address, you're going to want to sign them up for the newsletter. And what you can do is, I believe the newsletter gets sent out, I believe it's the I want to say the first Wednesday of the month. I may be wrong on that, but beginning of the month they send out a monthly newsletter to our customers. So this was September's newsletter, and it kind of lets you preview it. And then you can also go in and add a little personal information or personal message to your newsletter. So like they had these first two paragraphs, but I decided to add this last paragraph to kind of let people know that may not already know that they can find me on Facebook, and that's where I like share different ideas and tips and tricks and things like that. If they want to stay up to date with all things Scentsy, they may want to head over to my business page and go ahead and like that so they can stay up to date. So each month I personalize my newsletters so they aren't just what Scentsy automatically does for us. And like up here is where you would do it. So usually about a day or two before, it'll actually have it to where you can preview it and add your little personal touch. Now up here up top, Training Center is a great place, especially if you're new. I'm seasoned. I've been doing this for well over 3 years, about 3.25 years. I've been a Scentsy consultant, but I still even go to the Training Center and look up new training or look up new things I haven't tried before. Scentsy Family Store Order, you can do it here, or you can also do it under the Orders tab. And then Idea Share, that's great. If you have a great idea that you want to share with Scentsy Home Office, that's the place to do it. And then, of course, your pay portal. So we all like to get paid, right? So that's another way that you can get to your pay portal. So that is, oh, and then last but not least, consultant support is amazing. So if you want to start a support ticket, if you want to call them, if you want to chat for help, chat is so awesome, and it's fast, easy, and simple. I've used support ticket as well, and I've even called them. Consultant support is amazing. I cannot rave about them enough, and they are always so uplifting and helpful. So if you ever have a question and you cannot find the answer and you need an answer, you can get with consultant support and they will help you out. They are amazing. So that is pretty much an overview of your workstation and what the different tabs are and kind of what is in each one. I hope you guys have an amazing night, and stay tuned for next week's training. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.